EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Sooner State and the hard-working capital of Oklahoma City. Coming up, we've got an ultra-important divisional round matchup in the NFC, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Blues of Oklahoma City.
One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
On the set. Shot alert, shot alert.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
Okay, ready?
Second and 10.
Looking to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll look to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. We'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Motion man is Schwartz. He'll find Schwartz, complete right side.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Andrew Thomas, former first-rounder from Georgia, called for the penalty there.
Cadence, lock in the cadence, lock in the cadence.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Second and 15.
Now Jones.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
Touchdown!
Anthony Schwartz.
81 yards.
And the Blues are on the board first here in this division round matchup.
Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, but now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning it into points on their side. So now you've got a team working together, and they've got the crowd involved fully on their side in this ball game.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Isabella now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, you think about it, you got a rookie quarterback at the helm. You're in the divisional round of the playoffs here. That head of his just has to be spinning, doesn't it?
Well, normally you'd have to say yes, but I do think that the way things went last week, how he played the wild card win, how sensational he was, that'll stop his head from spinning. And now he's in a situation that's getting towards uncharted territory, because you've got Joe Flacco, Mark Sanchez, the only two rookies to win 2 playoff games in 1 year. He's trying to join that company, but it's not going to be easy to get it done.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Excellent effort defensively by him. 2 tackles for a loss last week, now 1 here in the first quarter.
He's an absolute disruptor, isn't he? And I think most offenses would love to go against guys who just want to hold the point of attack and try and keep things clean for their linebackers. But when they make those moves and they can get upfield, past the offensive line into the backfield, that's hard to handle.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And some room to roam now. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
A Hall of Fame coach once said there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Bijan Robinson.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Falcons are an extra point away from drawing level.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Throwing Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
He has Hyatt over the middle.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. 7-7, our score after 1. Oklahoma City has the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Calm. Apple.
Back to throw. Jones. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Troy Anderson applying the pressure and picking up the sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
3rd and 19.
Off the play fake. Jones.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Jesse Bates. And now off to the races down the right side.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. They're going to try and run this with Miller, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal.
Come 19! Come 19!
He'll drop to throw. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Dexter Lawrence in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
Got you, boy. Got you, boy.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this 3rd drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going. Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw pulled in by Schwartz.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now Jones on 1st and 10. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards.
Okay, here we go.
And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Detroit Johnson.
Off play action. Jones.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked off by Justin Reed.
And the Falcons will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They'll come out throwing here on first down.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
18, pioneer.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Over the middle, complete. That's Robinson. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here comes third and about a foot.
Back to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on third and inches.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Back to throw again.
That one deep for London.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a third and 10.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not.
Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. On now to punt. Here's Bradley Pinion.
.44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Fielded at about the 28. A good return there, 17 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
Here we go, hey.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football.
Jones, a final shot before break. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game.
Picked up by Justin Reed.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And with the struggles they've had putting points on the board, he's the one who's had the breakthrough, trying to find him again for another one to try and add to their total.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Looking to throw. Jones.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a fourth pick of the ball game.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Jones.
And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's fourth down. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
Taken from just outside the 30. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return.
And it will be Falcon football. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Caught out left side by Robinson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want...
Taking it right down Broadway. Busting free at the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
Robinson will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Nwangu now from his end zone. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10.
Timberland.
Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. That's taking it around the 40. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run this one right with Robinson. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Just a gain of a couple there. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They'll roll him out right. And this one too low.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
That is caught. He's going to have the first down and then some. It's a big play there on 3rd down.
55 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jones. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Rita.
Jones now throwing on 3rd and long. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Motion man is Schwartz.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Falcons defense stands tall. Ready? They'll get the football back.
Unlock right.
They begin the drive with Robinson. Fighting through. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Welcome back, everybody, to Oklahoma City. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Warriors 70.
Back to throw here. He finds Robinson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Check, Panther.
Back to the ground with Robinson.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Come on. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Go.
He'll look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
Koo knocks this one through the post,
and that will extend their lead even further.
So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus, they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley.
work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Jones. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Justin Reed.
And the Falcons will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
That's caught left side. The tight end Pitts.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Option play. Here's Algier. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
Come on now, let's make it happen, baby. Let's make it happen. It's time.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a